about that. About Aaron Woodwords? Did he fall for Lahaina? She asked unbelievably. No, he didn't. Actually, the other day I told you about that car incident. Where you threw money on an egoistic rich man. Yeah, she chuckled. She really liked that I did it and appreciated me for my work. I didn't know it, but when yesterday I met him, I realized it was him. Silence. Nadia, you're hearing me? I shook her. You mean you threw money on Aaron Woodwords? The Aaron Woodwords. She freaked out. Calm down, Nadia, there is more. Listen, I said. After that I told her about the party, dance, his phone call and Dad's order. What the hell is happening in your life? She shouted. I know. We just sat there for a while without talking and moving. Let's do something to cheer you up. From tomorrow, you'll be trapped with your jerk parents and your super jerk sister. So let's have fun today. Window shopping. She asked happily. Nadia is just like that. She'll be worried a moment and the next moment she goes all crazy. She took my hand and dragged me out with her. We spent the whole day moving from one shop to another till we were so tired that we couldn't even walk. The next morning I got up, took a bath and wore a white blouse and black pencil skirt. I wanted to look as professional as possible. I promised myself not to ever work with Julia, but I am breaking it today. I can't say no to Dad or he will be so angry. I went downstairs and took a cab to go to his office. Reaching there I got out, took a deep breath and entered inside. It's the first time I am here. I hate this place and never wanted to come here, but I have to. So there you are, Lahaina said, irritated. What is my job here? I asked. Lassie, show her her work, she said to a beautiful girl who looked too professional. Sure, ma'am, the girl named Lassie replied. She took me to a cubicle and told me about my work and all the instructions regarding the company. She seemed to be very friendly and delightful. I am Mr. Marshall's secretary. You can call me if you need any help. Just push this button or come in my cabin, she said, showing me the telecom kept on my desk. Sure, I said, smiling. This is gonna be tough. Readers, don't forget to vote, comment and share. Ask if you have any confusion regarding the story. There will be more scenes of Caroline and Aaron from now. I wanted to show the pain and suffering of Caroline first. Love you all, Blooming Rose 18. Chapter 6. Hello Dylan. It's been a month now that I have been working in Julia's company. It has been a hell of a month. Lahaina always comes to me and taunts and screams about everything because, of course, she has a much higher position in this company than me. I don't know why Dad loves her so much and not me. Nadia also found a new job and she is happily working and loves her job, unlike me. Stop dreaming and work faster, you bitch. I heard Lahaina's scream. I'm sorry, I replied with an apologetic face. She rolled her eyes seeing me and left. Yes, I am used to this behavior now. The atmosphere in the office today was a bit different from normal. Usually everyone is having lunch by this time, but today no one left their workplace and were working like maniacs. I thought of asking Lahaina about it, but it will be a futile effort, so I didn't. Just then Melissa came and asked for some files. She seemed to be in a hurry, but I finally asked her, what is happening? Why all are working like hell? You don't know? She asked with eyes wide open. No, I don't. My family distribute information to everyone except me. I smiled faintly. Melissa is the only one I could call a friend over here. Yeah, actually the biggest MNC is giving our company shares for the recent project your father is working on. Tomorrow they will be here for meetings and to check the work, so the boss, that is your dad, has warned everyone to give their best work or their resignation. She gave a tired smile. And I didn't know such a big thing. Well, which MNC is it? I asked out of curiosity. Woodwords Enterprises. She said with a glint in her eyes, picked up the stack of file and left. The party was the last time I met Mr. Woodwords, though Lahaina used to flaunt about how she met him in almost every ball or function after that event. She even said that he has developed a liking towards her. He is falling hard for her. Lahaina's words, not mine. I came out of my thoughts when Megan, Julia's assistant, came and snapped a pile of papers beside my computer. Mrs. Marshall has ordered to complete this by today, she said curtly and went away. I drowned myself in my work for the rest of the day. It was already 10 by the time I finished it all. I hurriedly picked my bag and coat and went down the building. It was quite cold and I was waiting for a cab when suddenly a car stopped by me. Hey gorgeous. The man exclaimed as he winded down the glass of his car. Dylan. I asked, confused. It's been a decade since we had last seen each other. so I don't completely remember his face, but there was something in him that shouted it could only be him. You remember? He said, coming out of the car with a grin. That stupid Dylan grin. I saw his hazel eyes and instantly knew it was him. How can I forget you? I cried out of happiness and literally threw myself at him, hugging him tightly. Oh God, you're heavy. Back off. You'll kill me. He exclaimed, and I hit him on his arm. He is the best person I have met up till now. Dylan is my mother's brother's son. That is, my cousin and the biggest flirt in the entire galaxy. He is the owner of a big multi-billionaire company, but you can never make that out by his behavior. He is a crazy man when he is not talking of business, but I love him so much. Why are you walking at this time of night? It's very late, he asked, concerned. Yeah, had work at office. Got late. I pushed him aside and got inside his luxurious car. Hey, you brat, don't spoil it, he said and chuckled. Where is your car? He frowned, getting in the car too and starting the engine. Actually, a month back I damaged Dad's car in a small accident, and since then I haven't been allowed to touch his cars. I sighed. That son of a bitch. Dylan swore. No one knows that Dad left my mom to marry Julia for money except Nadia. He told everyone that my mom just left one day and never returned, but Dylan obviously didn't believe him. I know the truth and I can tell everyone about it, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of my dad. He hates my dad more than anything for hurting Mom and me. We grew up mostly together, in his village, as Mother used to take me to live with Uncle William, Dylan's father, whenever she was fed up with Dad's violence. Don't swear. He is my dad, I said sadly. He earned it, he said with a smile that was contagious. Well, why are you here in New York? I inquired. Business, he said casually, and I rolled my eyes. This man is a workaholic. Though we haven't spoken in years, we used to talk a lot on Facebook and text. The rest of the drive we both were teasing, laughing and talking of random stuff. It is the first time I felt so relieved after all these years. I wish I could save you from him, Dylan said sincerely. He doesn't know about how my family treats me, but he still hates them. What if I tell him? What will he do to them? He is definitely a man of power. He is a successful businessman now and filthy rich. Well, there was nothing inherited, it was all him and his father's hard work. He stopped the car in front of my house and I invited him in. You know I can't even bear the sight of that man, Caro, he said in a disgusted tone. Okay, don't come. I shrugged. How long are you here for? A week. How about coffee tomorrow? I hope you can take some time out for your little cousin. I asked, hoping he would say yes. He is 4 years older than me and always behaves like an overly overprotective brother. Of course, darling. After all, you're my favorite cousin, he smiled. Okay then, let's meet at Harper's Cafe shop, I said. I knew he didn't know the place, but then I know he will find it out himself. After that he left, and for the first time in these years, I entered my house with a smile on my face. As I entered, I saw Dad sitting with another man who was in his 50s but still good looking. They were probably talking on something really serious. I was about to leave when the old man stood up and shook hands with my dad, saying, "My son will never go against me, James. If I ask him something, he will do it." My father smiled, showing his teeth. I'm happy to hear that, Ethan. Lahaina will be elated. Both the men hugged each other and then turned towards me. The older man named Ethan stared at me confused when my dad stepped in. This is Caroline, my other daughter. Full stop. Lovely meeting you, young lady, Ethan said and kissed the knuckles of my hand in an old-fashioned way. Caroline, this is Ethan Woodwords, my best friend. Who do you think is Ethan Woodwords? And who is his son? And what do you think about Dylan? Isn't he cute? LOL. Just to make things clear, Dylan wasn't a billionaire or even rich the time Caro's mother married her father. So yes, her mom was poor. Well, you're gonna be surprised of what is going to happen ahead. Don't forget to vote, comment and share. Blooming Rose 18. Chapter 7. Want a date? This is my best friend, Ethan Woodwords, my dad said, introducing the old man, Aaron's father. He added, now I think I should leave. I will have to talk to my son about the deal. Ethan said and left from there. As soon as he left, Dad ignored me like I don't exist and left. In front of others he makes it look like he loves me so much, but I truly don't know what I did to earn so much hatred. I sighed and went to my room. There were many questions revolving in mind. What was Aaron's father doing here? And Lahaina? Are Aaron and Lahaina already dating? But there is nothing in the media, and even Lahaina didn't flaunt of it. Yeah.